I had promised my dearest friend and sister, Nonhlanhla, that I would read her paper on, I think it was her master's dissertation, that was speaking about or dissecting the subject matter of identity, and specifically identity in Christ. And I had done this, I had speed read it. For those who do not know what speed reading is, it's a skill. I'll explain that skill in the year to come. I'm still learning it. I'm still learning how to master it. So I think in the space of 2 hours, I read 35 pages of that dissertation. I'm left with 50 pages. Should be done by tomorrow. I love how I'm going to critique it, and I'm also going to praise it or compliment it. I don't know. I'm going to be on both ends of the fence, but here's just a glimpse of it. I love how she logically sets out the paper and logically sets out her argument. But this is how she sets it out. She first defines what identity is, and then from that definition of what identity is, then she goes into how one has identified or found meaning, the meaning of what identity is. Then one can relate, or one can adopt identity in Christ. So basically, how I've understood her paper is that you cannot find your spiritual identity if you do not know what identity is. And she makes a lot of what's this person's name? The specific author that she cites many of the time, the specific author, I'm just not recalling the name. And this author says that there is what we call our identity in Christ, being created in the image of God. She breaks that down, and there is what we call normal identity, defined from the disciplines of psychology, defined from the disciplines of I don't know if it's sociology or society. I don't know what the study of society is. It's sociology. I don't know. But yeah, how identity is defined in all these different disciplines, and then now we define it from a theological or esoteric perspective. We define identity from the world, from the academia perspective, the worldview, the much more natural humanistic point of view, as opposed to what it means spiritually from all spiritual disciplines, and specifically the spiritual discipline of Christianity. So she presents the understanding of identity in a very simplistic manner, but her simplicity is connected or creates different kind of streams of whereby we can come to this one consensus, but from different streams, from different angles. And then she gives us the lens of different vistas and disciplines of how can we view identity, that we are viewing it from these different lenses, but we are viewing one focal point. We are viewing one centric point to say that you cannot exist in the absence of identity, not only in the absence of identity, but in the absence of knowing who you are. It's a very interesting paper, and I love how she's really broken it down. It's very simple to understand. I would, as soon as I'm done reading it, I'll keep on doing these summary videos of it. But as far as I've read it, I can conclude to say this, that she believes knowing who you are first will help you in identifying who you ought to be in Christ. That's the logical framework of which I picked up in her dissertation, her master's dissertation, Identity in Christ, Nonhlanhla Mazibuko. So it's a very interesting dissertation, right? I think I'm going to do 5 parts of this video breakdown. This is part 1 of it, right? But